Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Psyche Libertina, and today we are gonna look at part 8 of your journey as the Fool's Tarot. This is part 8 of a 22 session reading where we look at the energy of each major arcana card of the traditional tarot and relate it to an aspect of your life. But before we start, I'd like to ask for your support on my own manifestation candle line, Wicks and Crystals. So we're on Instagram and Facebook. We produce high quality scented candles with embedded crystals to amplify your manifestation journey. So most of you know that putting your thoughts into the physical world can help speed things up for you. So when the candle runs out, the crystals that remain will be the physical form of whatever is left from whatever your mind has put out. So that's that. Proceeding to the reading, as you can see here, I have here three versions of the chariot. So as you know, the chariot talks about speed, movement, whatever is moving, whatever is getting fixed. It's about changes, basically, in life. So for today, we're gonna look at whatever is changing or moving very, very fast in your life in the next 3 months. So for pile number 1, we have here the chariot of the traditional Manga tarot. So this is the design in the back. And then for pile number 2, we have your Fantastical Creatures tarot. This is the design. Sorry, you weren't seeing that. There. This is the design and the back. And for pile number 3, we have the Nicoletta tarot. So this is the design and the back. So give yourself a moment, pause the video if you like, and once you've chosen, head over down to the timestamps to see the clickable link of your video, and I will see you there. Hey there, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. So if you chose the traditional Manga tarot, this is your card. So this is gonna be the reading on what's changing or what's moving quickly for you, or what will move quickly for you in the next 3 months. So per usual, I have here pre-shuffled oracle cards just to check the energy of this reading. Now, if you can't resonate with this energy, please feel free to check the other piles. Absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one pile. And similarly, if you're not able to resonate with any of the three piles, then definitely there isn't any reading for you on this video. So again, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So for your first oracle, we have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. You have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Could be a love reading. I have number 27, which I believe this is compassion. Let's put it here. I know. There. Then you have two of these cards. You have faith and time to rise. Okay. Now give me a moment to check. Okay. So I think pile number 1, this involves a certain person in your life who did some probably painful things to you, which is why I mentioned that this could be a love reading. Doesn't have to be, but for a big majority of you, this is a love reading. This is a breakup, the worst kind of breakup. Okay, so let's talk about gratitude. I think that with this one being at the center of your card, this talks about a relationship na siguro you could have been together for such a long time, and then all of a sudden it ended up pretty badly and put you in a very dark place. With number 27 and compassion here, I think na there could have been a third party involved, especially with these two cakes here. And then it's bleeding, so definitely caused a heartache. I think na I think that for your situation, there's a lot of anger. Um, there's a lot of anger, pile number one. And I think na parang you weren't able to move on from what happened. Let's talk about being the present and dream of the future. I think that this person could have been, could have been a fiance, someone who you're trying to build a life with, someone who you probably have a business with, someone who you've probably gone through college, or could have been your childhood sweetheart, and then ended up being boyfriend girlfriend when the time was right, and then all of a sudden ended up really badly. What's most painful about your situation, pile number one, is that you didn't see it coming. With have faith here, there were indications that this person wasn't really the best for you, but you're this type of person who sees the good in people. And I remember I was watching Once Upon a Time on Disney Plus, and Rumpelstiltskin was telling Belle, you're you always see the good in people, and sometimes, when even if it's a good thing, sometimes that could be a curse, because you sometimes fail and see how other people's behaviors really show who they are. And with have faith here, I think that for such a long time, you've had this notion that this person is going to take care of you, which is why you've had your heart under your sleeve always with them. And it's true enough naman na parang they took care of you, they were a good partner, they treated you equally, no issue on who gets to do what or who gets to decide where. I think that the relationship has been very fair, and it has been something that was very stable. With the number 4 here, I think it's something that was very stable in your life for such a long while. However, moving forward, it's something that sort of caught you off guard when things have changed. With time to rise here, I think that you've been in a very dull situation for a long while. I probably say, this could have probably happened like earlier this year, and you think that you haven't had enough time to move on, but actually you have. With time to rise here, you can see that this bird is on fire. And funny thing kasi, with Jupiter being here in the sun, there's a lot of fire. Even this one looks to be like a dragon. There's a lot of fire in your energy. So I wouldn't really be surprised if, familiar zodiacs, Aries, Leo, Sag, it's beginning something for you. Pile number 1, that is sure. This could actually be someone new for you. With time to rise here, I think that everything will fall apart. I think will fall together. I think that this person, could have held you back from really trying to be where you should be. And sometimes relationships, they really do that, even if they're very stable, even if they're really wonderful. Of course, pag may partner ka, there are things that you would opt not to do. Even if even if um even if you really want to do it. For example, if you have a partner who's very possessive or somewhat jealous, then instead of like going out or something, you'd rather just stay home. And it's good to compromise, but sometimes, diba, we change who we are with the relationship, and that's very, very common. So I think that with gratitude being here, I think that you're being advised as early as now to, try and look back at the situation and try to see how it has changed you for the better. But things, when they have served their purpose, they end. So you just have to be thankful for the happy moments that you have gone with this person, and take the lessons moving forward. There is something that's coming for you, there is something that's changing. This could be a new job, this could be a new opportunity, this could be you relocating somewhere else, could be changing jobs, changing houses, or just basically exploring life. This one is sticking to me now. I know why I've put it here. You can see that before you were stuck in a place where you were, and then now you're moving on with the eagle here looking forward, and this one just being, just being there, being held by a baby. The relationship could have been something of a safe haven for you, but it wasn't helping you grow. Pile number one. So that's the general energy of this reading. So let me put this away, and we are now gonna look at the specifics. Sorry, of your tarot. So we're gonna check what sort of happened here, what happened, and how is that incident going to be beneficial for you. We're gonna look at what's changing, and probably seek some advice. Seek some advice on how you're supposed to weather the situation. So, told you earlier that it could be a love reading. Now, definitely know that it's a love reading. So Spirit, what's changing quickly for pile number one? What's moving on for them? Ano yung magbabago in the next 3 months for pile number one, Spirit? So you have here the Six of Swords in reverse. You have here the Knight of Swords and the Wheel. Wonderful so far. So there has been a lot of doubt here. Queen of Wands upright. Oh, okay. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Alright. Back of the deck, you have the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. So let's talk about this energy, pile number one. So, with the Four of Cups being here in reverse, I think that right now you're really at the state that you don't want to do anything. You're just stuck, you're just bored, you're lonely, and partially immature. You can see here on the image na parang this person just doesn't care. Just really doesn't care. Even if there are things that life is offering, parang the person just doesn't really mind. He's just, minding his own business. Now, the fact that this is in reverse, it means that you're already at that state that you're coming to a realization that it can't continue like this. Okay, so that's the first step. The first step when you want to move on from something is to acknowledge that it's no longer working. You sulking and you being sad about the breakup or sad about the things that happened, it's no longer working. Now, let's talk about your cards. So with the Six of Swords being here in reverse, I think which is what I mentioned earlier, you were stuck in a situation that you couldn't really move on for such a while. You're chasing the past. You're trying to figure out what went wrong, what happened. Pero kasi sometimes, the Swords talks about intellect, talks about the truth, talks about things that, things that we want to maybe like realize or try to understand. Pero sometimes kasi the past really just belongs in the past, and you can see here how the Knight of Swords, which is one of the active knights, looks backward. So parang it's clearly saying that you are using up your intellect, you are using up your brain energy, you are using up your energy as a person to chase something that has already gone. The past is behind the wheel. The past is behind because that's where it belongs. Whatever has happened, pile number one, you have to let it go. Now, moving forward, what is changing for you with the wheel? With the wheel card here, the wheel talks about changes, talks about things being for the better, and the fact that the wheel is looking forward, everything is going to be better for you moving forward. What's the first thing? I think that you will realize how great of a person you are. I think that you have deprived yourself of so many things when you were in this relationship. It could be na parang, let's say, you wanted to cut your hair or you wanted to color your hair, but your partner doesn't want it. So those are the things that you will realize. The Queen of Wands is and I always say this, the Queen of Wands is the energy na parang if you're gonna meet the Queen of Cups in a cafe, the Queen of Wands is someone who you will meet, let's say, at the back alley of a bar, when you're depressed and probably, just want to have fun and drink. So it's a very particular energy, which other people may not like, but it's a very lively energy. There's fire within this energy na you just want to live, you want to explore, you want to expand. And I did mention earlier, you have a lot of fire on your reading. So I think that first, that something that's changing for you is you realizing what you really want and you trying to go for it. Now, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse here, the Ten of Pentacles normally talks about, family, um, family, getting involved with someone, relationships. Although both of these are still in reverse because these are yet to manifest. And these are something that you're yet to take. Like I said, the wheel is looking forward. So in order for you to flip these and for these to manifest in the next 3 months of your life, you need to understand that you can no longer suck. If you're staying home, if you're being depressed, just staying home crying or whatsoever, you need to understand that you need to get out of that. You need to get up. You need to, you just need to basically need to start. Now, for some of you, this could be a new job, but for most of you, this could be really well be a new relationship, and this could be the one where you will settle with. Now, as you know, energies change, but right now that's where it stands. In the next 3 months, you will meet this person, and it will just be pure bliss. Now, I know that some of you do not agree with whirlwind romance, but for most of you, that's really how I'm seeing this. With the Queen of Wands here and the Ten of Pentacles, I think that you will realize that this person will bring new sunshine in your life, and that's something that's going to really just, I guess, change the scenery for you. You've been in a very painful place. You've been in a very confused place. Sorry about the noise. Pile number one. And right now, it's really just going to end in the next 3 months. Of course, you're not going to get married in the next 3 months. I don't think so. But this relationship is someone that your family will support. For some of you, I think that your previous partner had an issue with your father, or you had issues with the family. But that's a very particular energy. It could be na parang one of the things that you had an issue with was probably, your family not approving of this relationship. It's just that you wanted to go with it because you love the person. But this new relationship, it's going to be seamless. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be very, very abundant. I think that this is the start at the beginning for you. This is the start at the beginning for you. All you have to do is take that. Now, let's ask how will these things change? So Spirit, how will this change happen? Can you give us advice on how these things will manifest in pile number one's life, Spirit? Let's just take 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Okay. So you have Judgment. Way to start. The Empress in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. See? This could be your soulmate, and it falls under the Ten of Pentacles, pile number 1. This is very, very amazing. So you saw naman, diba, how I was putting out the cards. So the Ten of Pentacles, like I said, talks about partnership, relationships, and with the King and Queen here looking at each other, this person that you're going to meet really is the one for you. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles falling right on top of Four of Cups, this will only happen, and you will only see this once you decide to move on from the past. Okay, pile number 1. That's a very, very specific message. And probably that's going to be the catalyst of how this will all change. When we say catalyst, diba, that's going to start it for you. So you need to get out and you need to accept that things are already over with this person and that you deserve better. So these two, this triangle here, and you know what, sa astrology, yung trine, like triangle, when the planets are aligned in a triangular shape, it means that things are flowing, or energy is flowing fluidly, or things are just happening, you know, wonderfully. So take that, promise that this person who will come to your life in the next 3 months will be the right person for you. So how is it gonna happen? Pile number one, with the judgment card being here, you could meet this person, you could meet this person at not at the best circumstance. You may probably find this person obnoxious. Hindi siya yung tipong love at first sight. You may probably, you know, find him or her a little too strong for your own liking. But I think with the Empress card being here in reverse, he or she will bring out the best in you. The Empress talks about birth, or talks about the start of something that is wonderful. And with this one being in reverse and both of these two looking, I think that your energies will be balanced. You will meet this person, like I said, in a non-conventional way. But I think that I think that it's going to be, why am I seeing that it should be at a party or a travel trip that you'll take with your friends? With the chariot being here in reverse, there is, okay, so this is a very specific energy, okay? Pile number one. You will meet this person. You will meet this person probably at an event or a vacation which you will take. I'm not sure if you're gonna go alone, but you're not gonna meet it at your usual place. Let's say if you're from Quezon City, I don't think you will meet this person in Quezon City. There has to be some distance, there has to be some travel, and there will be distance between the two of you. There will be distance between the two of you, but for some reason, the both of you will work it through. This person will be the one to come to you, um, and you. It's not like a damsel in distress energy. Hindi siya ganun eh. It's more of like you just waiting for this person to come. For some reason, I'm thinking of like being serenaded. So you know how it was done previously, diba? In the past na men really pursue women by serenading them. So I think that this person who you're looking, or who is coming into your life, will be someone who is not from your own place, not from your current location. There will be distance between the both of you. You will probably meet this person on one of your travels, or you know, on a party which you had to go to. Basta there's movement. You're gonna go somewhere, and that's where you'll meet this person. It will appear na parang he's not that interested, a little obnoxious, a little too strong of an energy for you, especially na you'll find yourself being, you know, the energy of the Empress, where you're just sure of yourself, you know. Pero the relationship will last for, I think, a year or so, the moment that you decide to be with this person, and then that's when, sorry about the noise, then that's when things will really jump into this one. In the next 3 months, you will meet this person and you will have that courtship with them. Pero more so in the next 10 to 12 months, I think that this could be that this person may ask you to get married already. And that's a very particular energy. Do let me know in the future if that happens. So let's look for some advice. Actually, my son, I just got this. So my son said, "Mommy, use this one. Use this love oracle deck." So now I know why he's asked me to use it. Give me 1 second if I can open this. Shucks. Sorry. Give me a moment. I don't even know why it's not. 1 second. Ayaw niyang matanggal. There. They asked me to use this. Now I know why. Let's look for some advice. I haven't actually used this ever. Here. So try and shuffle and see what this future person will be telling you, or what do they want to tell you. Let's move this a little upward. Remember pile number 1. This person will not be who you think they are. You'll probably think na parang they're, they're a little difficult, masyadong suplado, masyadong suabe, and you probably don't like that. But the moment that you see that they are ayaw magpa-shuffle they are what's for you, especially with the judgment card being here. The judgment kasi talks about, things ending, things coming into a conclusion. So the moment that you see them for who they are and for what they can do to your life, the moment that you feel that you are yourself again, with the Empress card being here, strong, independent woman, in the moment that you let go of the past and you let go of the pain that it has caused you, that's when you will see this person for what they will do in your life. So, Spirit, what's this advice, or what do you think this person that's coming will tell pile number 1? Okay, so I can't commit to you. The fact that this is here talks about this one, the past energy. Hold me in your arms, and I can't trust you. Okay. So clearly, the past energy that you've had, there is a lot of fear surrounding you right now. Surrounding now. Pile number 1, with I can't commit to you. I think that this talks about the fear that you need to let go regarding whatever happened to your past. Now, hold me in your arms is something that you, like I said, you would want to have some safety, you would have some safe haven, you would want something that's more stable. Now, with this, I can trust you. You can see the Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? Meaning that you're being reminded that you need to make better decisions. Now, when I say better, does it mean that you have to withhold? No. The Queen of Wands is a very smart energy. She's a very smart queen. She's someone who has fire. She's someone who knows how to get what she wants, but she's also someone who knows when and how to get what she wants. Because that's the thing about love. Number 1, you never really know what you're gonna get. You need to take calculated risks in order for you to proceed forward or to move forward and be in a better situation. Now, what do I mean by that? Syempre, as this is an advice, you have to be very careful. Sometimes kasi, we don't really know who this person is. All that's being said here is that you will meet this when you go for travel or when you move. Let's say, you go to a party, you ride a car, you ride a plane, you go on a vacation. That's where you'll meet this person. We don't really know who or how they look or what are the other characteristics that they have. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Okay, baka kasi mamaya, the first random person that you meet, you jump at the possibility of this being the person that's for you, and then you end up having random sex. So just be very careful of that. It's a very particular energy. File number 1, but you would know what to do actually. You have here, I am sad about this. So yeah, I think that most of your energy really just talks about the past. See, I need you. So I think that these energies, pile number 1, this doesn't talk about this person. This talks about what you are failing to acknowledge within yourself. You think that you can no longer commit. You need someone to hold you, and you need someone to really just be there for you. You cannot trust, and you're very, very sad. True. I think those are things that we already know, and we've already established with how things turned out for you before. But you have to let this go, pile number one. You have to let this go, and you have to look forward into this new person that's coming in your life. Remember, this can very much be a soulmate or a twin flame. Normally, whenever there are love readings and then yung king and queen appears, then that could really indicate soulmate or twin flames. And the fact that they appeared here na magkasunod and they're looking at each other right underneath the Ten of Pentacles, this is really a good indication that this next person who you will meet or who you will have a relationship would be very much the one for you. And you meeting this person, you being in that energy, or you being in the same, parang same sphere as them, would be happening in the next 3 months. So that's it. Pile number one, thank you so much for staying with me. If you did like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want me to check on anything, or if this was able to resonate with you. Do follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Psyche Libertina. Also, our manifestation candles, wicks and crystals, do follow that as well. Christmas season is coming. Maybe a good option for you to give us a gift. So thank you again, pile number one, and I will see you on your next reading. Bye. Hey there, pal number two. Thank you so much for being here. If you chose the Fantastical Creatures Tarot natin, this is gonna be your reading regarding what's changing for you, what's happening quickly for you in the next 3 months. So, ano ba yung mga nagbabago, what's changing, what's gonna happen, and this is something that's gonna happen really, really fast. So, per usual, I have here pre-shuffled oracle cards just to check the energy of your reading. Now, if you're not able to resonate with this one, then please feel free to check other piles. It's absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one pile. And similarly, if you can't resonate with any of the energies, then most likely there isn't any reading for you on this video. So general disclaimer, this is a general tarot reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So for your first oracle, we have practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective. Success, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Then you have here number 3, which I think this is, give me 1 second, I will check that. I forgot. Seek inspiration. Okay. So, pile number 1. Okay, yeah. 3. So this one is passivity. Okay. Sorry about the noise. I'm filming like in the morning. That there. Pile number 2. So I think pile number 2, that this situation that you're currently in would or at least whatever is coming for in the next 3 months would require some type of movement. With seek inspiration here in the chart, you can see that there are horses here, or at least like centaurs, half horses, so there will be movement, and both of them are looking forward. So there is somewhere that you need to go. This could be a new job which you need to transfer, especially with these knights here. Again, a lot of horses, a lot of movement. Now let's talk about this card first, passivity. So I think as in right now, pile number 2, you are caught in a situation, or you're caught in making a decision whether you're supposed to move or not. I honestly think that this has something to do with a job or your current situation at home. I think na parang for the longest time kasi, with number 6 here, 5 plus 1 is 6, and then you have here number 3. So there is multiplication, or there is a rapid movement on your changing environment. Now, let's talk about this practice compassion and success. I think that for the last, for a good amount of time, probably the last 6 years, you've always been stuck in this situation, this job, or this place where you are in right now. I think that parang you're this type of person who takes comfort with familiarity. Now, there is nothing wrong with that, okay? Pile number 2, let's just be very clear. There is nothing wrong with being contented with what you have. However, your current situation already calls you to move forward and grow. You can see here with a lot of leaves growing out of this child's head na parang, although it's a child, there has to be growth. And I think that that's something that you've been foregoing for quite some time. With success being here, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I think that parang you've been going around in circles trying to just make ends meet with your current situation. This could be something that is financial in nature. Now, with passivity here, I think na parang you could be someone who's like taking care of people, which is why you don't want to move. You're someone who probably just feels stuck in the air, kumbaga parang ever going non-stop battle of people around you. You could be involved in a family na parang, and this is a very specific energy. You could be someone na parang you're stuck in the middle of feuding sides of the family. Could be na parang, there's some inheritance that needs to be shared, and then pinag-aawayan ng mga kamag-anak ninyo. You're probably that person who's stuck in the middle, which is probably why you can't move forward. Kasi parang you just want to be sure na parang you just want to be sure that you're there, you want to be sure that you know what happens, but right now you're being told, or at least what's going to happen for you in the next 3 months has something to do with movement. I think that you will clearly move locations. You could be moving out of your current place, and you could be trying to find another job. I think that some of you have been single for quite a long time, and you will be moving on from being single into getting into a relationship. So a lot of things are changing for you. A lot of things are changing for you, pile number 2. And all of these are very, very quick. Especially with Seek Inspiration here. I think that parang for the longest time, like I said, na you were just staying on wherever is convenient for you, on wherever is relaxed, on whatever is safe. But you cannot let the past hold you back. As you can see here, diba? Parang the wind on the horse's hair, it's as if it's running backwards when it should be moving forward. So you cannot let the past, or you cannot let whatever is happening in your current situation, in this whatever challenge you have within your family or within your current space, be it at your work or be it's a family more, probably you're in a work environment that really doesn't suit you anymore, and then you're sort of like just stuck there because you don't want to hurt people, or you feel that they can't do it. Then sometimes they have to handle their own battles, and you need to move forward to handle your own. So that's a very specific message. Okay. Pile number 2. So I think that this has something to do with movement on work, or in your, like moving houses. So let's put this aside and get more information on what specifically this movement is going to be. So have your Fantastical Creatures Tarot. Let's see kung ano ba tong magbabago for you in the next 3 months. What's changing? And let's ask how is it going to change? If we can be given guidance on what we should prepare for, and on how we should look at certain things, para, you can sort of like just get guidance on the things you need to focus on. So, Spirit, what is changing quickly for pile number 2 in the next 3 months? You have here the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the 5 of Swords upright, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands upright. Oh, you have two. You have the Six of Pentacles. Let's move this. And the Sun upright. Great cards. Back of the deck, you have the Fool in reverse. Okay. So let's talk about your cards. Pile number 2. So clearly you have here a lot of pentacles. Now I know why earlier I was saying na parang it's sorry about the now you know why I was saying that it has something to do most likely with your work or with your with your location, something that's very much involved in the material world. Now I think that with Nine of Pentacles being here followed by the Five of Swords, I think that parang you haven't been really going to where you want to go. You haven't really been exploring your full potential in terms of exploring further into your career, kasi there is a lot of confusion, there is a lot of fear that you're feeling. I don't think that you're being honest with what you want. I think that parang you've always been considering other people before yourself. With the Four of Pentacles being here, I think that parang you've been holding on to the wrong things. And I particularly, parang, when you want to move jobs because you know that you need the extra money when you move, or, probably you wanted to get a promotion, you wanted to do something better. But you're not able to kasi you feel na parang you have some obligation to those people who are with the current company that you're with. Parang you feel that they can't do things without you. Now I know why there is passivity on your oracle card, kasi sometimes you need to let them fend for themselves. You need to allow them to do things on their own while you do your own thing. With the Ten of Wands being here in reverse, I think na parang all of these, your consideration for other people, you being confused, you trying to hold on to the wrong things, this is what's really weighing you down, stopping you from moving forward. The Six of Pentacles is reciprocity. It talks about what you give, getting what you give. So if you're giving the universe crap, or if you're giving the universe fear, you're not giving, like I say all the time, parang you're the first point of manifestation would always come from your thoughts. If you're always afraid, if you don't want to move forward, then how are you going to, get the fruits of whichever it is you wanted to go? With the Sun card being here as your last card, but if you're gonna look at it, you are so stuck. You are so stuck, and there is just a bit of glimmer of the sun there, whereas you can literally bang this wall and just let the sun in with this one. So I think that there is a little you already know where you want to go. I wouldn't really be surprised if there are already applications coming to you. This really has something to do with work or business. If there are already new opportunities coming into you, parang may mga peaks now of new opportunities, probably new chances. You could have been interviewed, you could have gone into a career fair, or your resume could have been noticed by a recruiter. So there's already that glimpse of hope, and there's already that glimmer of light which you need to just acknowledge, and you really just need to take. Now, how do you proceed forward with this? How do you turn this into something that's very, very wonderful, or something that's very that's really just very active? Of course, you have to act on it. You have to pursue it. The Sun card is a fire card. The ruler of this one is Leo. And if you remember yung Chariot card ninyo kanina, it's a centaur. Although it has wings, pero to me, I was looking at it as Sagittarius energy. So both Sagittarius and Leo, they're both fire signs. So there really is a lot of things going on for you in terms of your career. But you have to let go of this notion na parang you're responsible for everything. Okay? That's a very, very particular energy pile number 2. You cannot move on when you burden yourself with a whole lot of things na hindi mo naman obligasyon. Sometimes kasi, and it's not really a bad thing. It just means that you're very, very kind-hearted. Sometimes kasi, we forgo what we want in consideration for others. And that's very, very common for people na parang, let's say in Japan, diba? In Japan, people, they don't really move jobs kasi they have this loyalty for their company. Now, that's a good thing if your company is taking care of you. But if it's not, and you feel that you're not able to thrive, and nahihiya ka lang mag-move forward because of whatever reason it is that you have, then you have to let it go. You've been how should I put it? You've been pacifying your own desire for greatness out of fear and out of holding on or trying to help, the wrong things and the wrong people. And this has been weighing you down. You don't give what you get in your current situation. It's been very unfair. The only thing that parang you've been trying to do is, do good, do good, do good, but yet you're being given crap. And the Six of Pentacles, whenever it's upright, talks about reciprocity. But the fact that this is in reverse, it means that you're not getting what is due for you. You're not getting what you're supposed to get. And I don't think that's a good thing to let happen. Na parang it's as if you're just a sitting duck there na parang, okay, sige. There is something that's waiting for you. And it's already starting. All you have to do is take that leap and fly to it. With the Fool card being here in reverse, the fact that this is in reverse, it means na parang, you're just being reminded not to make harsh decisions, but this will be a new start for you. This will be a new journey. Now I know why I've been saying that you'll probably be moving location or probably moving jobs. For a lot of you, this is about a career opportunity. And this is going to be something that's going to start for you. Most of your cards, if you'll see here, the Four of Pentacles, it's a dragon without wings, and then this one has wings already. See? So parang it's as if it's upright there. Parang it's as if you're being told na parang try to see things from a different perspective. It's still the same thing. It's still work. But this one is just better. This one is a fresh start for you, which you have to take. Now, let's go ask Spirit how this is gonna manifest for you, how this is gonna happen. I do think that there are already, opportunities that are opening up for you, and I think that you've been involved with them. But let's just get guidance, let's say, on timeline. Spirit, how is this going to manifest for pile number 2? How is this new career opportunity, business opportunity? How are their finances going to be better? Can you show us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You have here the Lovers. So it starts with a choice. It starts with a choice. Pile number 2. Queen of Swords in reverse. 2 of Swords in reverse. The Emperor upright. King of Swords. 5 of Cups. Okay. So how is this gonna happen for you? First, there is a choice that needs to be made. There is again ray of sunlight showing here, similar here. So it's something that will be very visible to you. It's something that will be visible to you, pero you have to be able to, notice the signs. Now, with the Queen of Swords being here in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse, you're being reminded not to let this thing go. The Two of Swords is an energy na parang you're not able to You know, you're not able to decide kasi your eyes are blinded. The fact that this is in reverse, you have to see things for what they are. The Queen of Swords is an energy that's very truthful. The fact that this is in reverse, it means that you're not trying to see things for what they are. Siguro parang you're in a crappy position, or you're in a very you know, your current work situation isn't really the best, and you just decide na parang it's okay, this is fine, blah blah blah. So you're being reminded not to do that. Okay? Na you really need to understand that the reason why these thoughts are at the back of your head in the first place are because they're already bothering you. Sometimes kasi tayo, 'di ba, we don't like confrontation. We just want things to just, you know, pass on. Parang makalampas ka na lang doon. With the Emperor card being here, I did tell you that you have a lot of fire energy. The Emperor is a card ruled by Aries, which rules Mars, and you know, God of War, moving forward. You have a lot of wings in your reading, so there is a lot of movement. You just really have to take that leap of faith. Na, you know, you have to accept the fact that you're no longer happy with where you are, and you've been, you know, parang you have to notice the bad things and the good things, and then just move on from it. Etong five of cups na to, in particular, I'm not sure if you can see that, focus that. Ayan, you can see na parang, 'di ba, it's holding one cup there. Meaning that there is something that you need to grab. You can ignore the others. They have already fallen. The good, the bad, ignore them. But focus on that thing that you want to get. Okay? Kasi, there is something that's foreign. Now, with the King of Swords being here, you have here the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So, there is... Actually, this will probably be one of the best decisions that you will ever make for your career, for your business, pile number 2. There has to be some balance, however. There has to be some balance of how you want to exit and how you want to enter into this new environment that you will go into. For example, if you are indeed moving jobs, you know, you need to render your you need to render yung maayos na ano mo, you need to render yung notice period mo, you need to deliver what you still need to deliver. You know, don't just throw in the towel na parang I'm done, I don't want it. Don't do that. There has to be some balance of how you exit and how you proceed. After all, the energy in the universe is really about reciprocity. You give, you get what you give, and the fact that these two are here, it just means that you need to stick with your truth, but you need to be able to put the balance and decipher how much you can do at a single time. Kumbaga parang don't bite more than what you can chew. Pile number 2. Pero you have to grab whatever blessing is coming for you regarding your career. Kasi there really is something, and this will happen in the next 3 months. You will probably move jobs, or you will be given an offer in the next 3 months, with the Emperor being here in the Sun. Okay, so that's it. File number 2, thank you so much for being here. If you did like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want me to check on anything, if you were able to resonate with this one. Do follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Psyche Libertina, and our manifestation candles, wicks, and crystals. It's the Christmas season, so you may want to check out some gift items there. So again, thank you so much, pile number 2, and I will see you on your next reading. Bye. Hey there, pal number 3. Thank you so much for being here. So if you chose the Nicoletta CeccoliTarot, this one. So this is gonna be a reading regarding what's happening fast for you, what's changing, what's gonna happen in the next 3 months. So per usual, I have here pre-shuffled oracle cards just to check the energy of your reading. So if you're not able to resonate with this energy, then please feel free to check other piles. Absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one pile. And similarly, if you're not able to resonate with any of the piles, then most likely or definitely there isn't any reading for you on this video. So general disclaimer, this is a general tarot reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So for the first oracle you have here, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. You have your freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You have your number 15, which I believe is the calling. And then you have your key to wisdom. So there's a lot of movement. Wings, wings, wings. Pile number 3. So I think pile number 3 for now. I think na parang you're in this very stuck energy. Pile number 3, there could be somewhere that you need to go or something that you need to do. With the calling being here, the calling talks about literally the calling, na parang there are things that you're meant to do, or there are places that you're meant to be at. There are things that you need to really just heed to, which talks about who you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to go. Pero some people, they decide to not go with that. Sorry about the noise. Pero with these 3 cards appearing here, I think na parang you know for a fact. I can't for some reason I'm noticing these 2 swans here. I think na parang this could very much be a love reading. Pile number 3. I think na parang you want, or you already know na parang you want to already have or start your own family, especially with this Chariot card being here. You can see how it's holding a baby, pero it's stuck. Naka-wheels yung horse. So I think na parang right now, like a flower blooming, I think that you're ripe to become a mother, and that's something that you acknowledge, but for some reason something is holding you back. I think na parang ikaw, pile number 3, you're this person who wants to just really, really have a happy family, someone who wants to be a homemaker, someone who just really, for some of you, it could be that you came from a very dysfunctional family, which is why you want something that's more stable, more grounded right now. In your current life. I think na parang you're someone who's just not really smart, pero you're someone who is wise beyond your years, and I think that you've already heard that before. Pero right now, you're being stuck in this place na it could be that you are with this person for you've been with this person for such a long time, or you're someone who you feel is already ready to be in a relationship. With freedom over here and a lot of blues, so that could be your throat chakra, something that has to do with communication. I think that parang you and your partner are already thinking of tying the knot, but you both are not able to tell it to your parents as of the moment, kasi siguro you're the ones, siguro bunso kayo, you're the ones who are taking care of the family, or the ones who are taking care of of your parents, and you feel na parang if you tell them this, it will break their heart. But pile number 3, you have to understand there's only so much that you can give up. There is also just so little, just a limited or a finite amount of time where parang you can opt to not move forward with things. Hindi pwedeng lahat ng bagay i-delay mo na lang until such time na parang things, just fall into place and become ready. That does happen, na parang things just start falling into place, but more often than not, you have to make it happen. You have to trigger it for you. Kasi the universe will only give you what you're giving it. So if you're giving it parang lazy vibes, na parang you're just sitting there, you're just waiting for things to happen. Sabi nga nila, di ba, nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. So with this one, I think in order for you to move forward with whatever it is that you want to do, like I said, this could very much be a love reading, but doesn't have to be. It could be that you want to move places, could be that you wanted to get a job, but you're just, stuck home trying to take care of certain things that you were asked to do. Remember, responsibilities are better when shared. So with freedom being here, I think that parang for the longest time you were in the situation na not really sad, but sort of like restrictive. you know, can't do what you want, can't go where you want to go kasi parang you're always needed to be home, or you're always needed to just really be on top of everything 24/7 or probably 25/8. So you don't really get to do things that you want. 1 plus 5 is 6, and 6 is a number that, 5 is the number of change, and then 6 is what we do after things have changed, how we recover from the changes, how we try to proceed forward with our lives. And I think that right now you're being called to really heed whatever it is that your heart is telling you, whether it's, to be with your family, or um to start your own family, or want to move elsewhere, to, parang to get something starting for yourself. This baby, I don't think it could be a literal baby that you want to have a baby, or you want to have a family, or it could be something that you want to birth something for yourself. It could be a new career, could be a new business. But for most of you, this could very much be a love reading. Doesn't have to be, like I said. Pero this one is calling you to start something that you want for yourself, and that's what's going to be happening for you in the next 3 months. So let's put these away. And really see kung ano ba yung specifics na yun. What is changing for you, or what's happening for you. What's happening for you in the next 3 months. So we'll try to look at particulars and how it's gonna happen for you. If this is a career, if this is a new love that's coming for you. So we're gonna ask that with Spirit. So, Spirit, what's changing quickly? What energies are changing quickly for pile number 3? In the next 3 months. So pile number 3 in the next 3 months. You have here the 4 of Pentacles. Word to your wits. You have here the Hierophant in reverse. So it's something that you're failing to acknowledge and failing to learn. I think that you're already very aware na you're not getting anywhere. Kung nasan ka man, you're not progressing, you're not growing. Everything is just, everything is just going back and forth. Like I said, the universe is a mirror. It gives us what we give. And I think that you being stuck there is just, it's pretty much what you've been doing for the past few years of your life. You have here the Knight. You have here the Knight of Swords. Five of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. The back you have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So, I know I did say earlier that this is a love reading, but now clearly it's not really a love reading, but it is a new chance at something. Okay? With the Ace of Pentacles being here, there is something that you will be getting from this change that you will embark on, that you will take on. It's something that will heal your heart. It's something that is more stable. The Three of Swords talks about the heartache. Pero again, with the wings here, you're meant to move. Especially with this one here. With the Knight of Swords. You're meant to move to something that is more truthful for you. Now, let's talk about your energy here. I think na parang what's gonna get fixed for you is your notion, or your thoughts, or your actions na parang you cannot get into a better place, or nothing is better than this meaning where you are right now. You could be, just working at And I don't condone, okay? Pero it could be na parang you're in a situation that doesn't really work for you, you're in a relationship that just really doesn't make you happy anymore, you're in a job that doesn't seem fulfilling, or you're in a situation that you really don't like right now. The universe is already telling you that one lesson that you don't want to learn is that you get what you give. So if you're being lazy, if you're being, if you let yourself be stuck, then you will be stuck. You can see here on the image of this Four of Pentacles na parang, it's just really, it's the same thing. It's really just you being stuck where you are and not being able to move. Kasi parang, on the flip side of it, it's still going to be the same thing. The Hierophant talks about things that we have to learn, or when the universe wants to teach us something. But the fact that this is in reverse, it's really just saying na parang you don't want to learn it. You don't want to take the lesson. Now, with the Knight of Swords being here, the Knight of Swords talks about pursuing things that are truthful for you. It may be a brash, impulsive energy, but it does trigger movement. And sometimes when you're very, very slow, then you need something that will just catapult you and push you to be in a better state. Now, with the Five of Pentacles being here, I think na parang for the longest time you've been caught in a limbo, just floating around, caught in that state where it was very difficult. I think that you also been having, some financial issues previously, kasi nga you didn't want to do anything about, not that you didn't want to do anything about it, it's more of like you're afraid of doing something about it kasi you think that eventually it will just end. But the thing is, it's never gonna end. Your troubles right now with your relationship or with your finances, it's not gonna end. It's not going to, how should I put it, it's not going to end unless you want to put a stop to it. Even your heartbreak, all of your worries will be resolved, but you need to take action. It's already here. Pile number 3, it's already written in your story. Now things are going to change for you, but it's only going to change if you decide to pursue it. Okay, so now let's ask how this is going to be, or how. Okay, so you have here the Ace of Wands. So Spirit, how is this going to change? You have the Fool in reverse, the Fool looking at the Ace of Wands. Okay, clearly indicating that you need to take some action, you need to brave it, you need to be brave enough to start something, you need to be brave enough to start. It may feel a little daunting in the beginning kasi parang you're butt naked, you don't know what to do, you feel vulnerable, but that's really just how you start. You have to start somewhere. And you have here the Hanged Man, the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Back of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords upright. Okay, so how is this gonna happen for you? Okay. So this is something that's hidden from you as of the moment. This is something that you will not expect, but this is something that will really lead to you resolving all of your issues, be it financial, be it within your heart, be it within your fulfillment, be it within, your own parang, your own fulfillment. Now, with the Page of Swords being here, so this is going to be something that will make you realize kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mong gawin. It's something that will really speak to you. I know na earlier you had the Calling card, and the Calling talks about things that you're really supposed to do, or whatever speaks to your heart and to your mind. And the fact that you have your swords, the page and the knight of swords, the next 3 months would be the most truthful period of your life. Like I said earlier, you have to start somewhere. This will feel na parang it's a little parang not really scary, but yeah, it will be a little bit scary. It will be a little unsettling for you. You will feel na parang you're very vulnerable. Let's say you get into a new job, it's going to be very vulnerable for you. But there is money and adventure to be had in this. With the hangman being here and the high priestess, the hangman, after all, is ruled by Neptune, and the Pisces with the moon, both of which talks about energies that are happening at the back of our everyday lives. It's not as visible as the other energies, but it just clearly states that there is something that is being given to you by the universe as a gift. It could be na parang you've been a very good person, you've been really, really kind, you've made a lot of sacrifices for the people that you love, and like I said, the universe just really gives us what we give, and right now you're being given gifts. You're being given gifts that would help you heal your heart, heal your worries of this world. It could be, like I said, that you could be getting into a relationship with this hangman here in particular. And with this high priestess, I think na parang you'll rise and discover that there is more to you than what you thought than what you thought exists. You could think that you could have been stuck in a moment that you felt like you were a failure, or you were just going to be stuck here. But no, there is something that's starting for you, and this something will be something that's great. Something that will remove all of your worries, something that will restart you. The 10 of Swords talks about dying and living again. It talks about restart, talks of change. It talks of even but in change, that even though the situation was previously painful, things will always when it goes down, there really is no other way but to go up. You can only hit once you've hit rock bottom. There really is no other way but to go up from it. And right now you're being told, now whatever it is that you have been through, in the next 3 months this will be resolved for you. There is something that's starting for you, be it in a relationship, something that will mirror what you want, something that will give you the same energy that you've been giving. It could be a new job or a new relationship, but either way, this is something that will be very fulfilling for you. You have been broken, your heart has been broken for such a long time, pile number 3, and this is already universe's gift for you. Now you get to reap what you sow. The sacrifices that you've made, they will now bear its fruit, and the universe will be the one to give you that return. So that's it, pile number 3. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you did like this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want me to check on anything. Do follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Psyche Libertina, and of course our manifestation candles, wicks and crystals. It's Christmas season, so you may want to look up for something to give to your friends or family. So again, that's it, pile number 3. Thank you so much for staying with me, and I will see you on your next reading. Bye.